Yes, yes.
My bro.
Finally, we're doing this, PJ, man.
It is good to
Long,
see. It's good to see you, my
man.
brother.
This is long overdue. We've been planning to do this.
For a long,
How you
long
doing,
time.
man? How you doing? All the way from, correct me, Nashville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Well,
Columbia, or
Columbia,
Springfield, or the
Columbia,
Spring Hill,
Columbia,
or
Tennessee.
is like, yeah, Columbia. I still remember. I still remember.
Yes, yes, you do.
I remember some years ago when we were over at yours.
Yes.
It was such a beautiful time, and I can't wait for the next visit, man. I can't wait, honestly. I can't
Man,
wait, honestly,
I,
man. Yeah.
we are all the doors are all open for you, man. I'm
Mhm.
going to reminisce to those moments. I remember when you guys
Mhm.
came.
Yeah.
We had a concert on the park, and not just
Mm.
only for the you guys were also invited by the city because we were having
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah. I
we call
remember.
the Mule Day, and so you guys were
Mm.
invited by the city to come do just to come join in the celebration of the city, and we had the opportunity to share
Mm.
Christ through the message
Mhm.
of your
Mhm.
songs, and it was a
Yeah.
blast that night.
Yeah, yeah, can't forget, man.
Yeah,
Can't
so
forget. I mean, we have too many memories. We need to control. we, need to, we need to contain this conversation because we can go. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about the new EP. Let's talk about the new single
yeah,
background that
yeah.
you produced. You produced. A round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Hey, hey, hey,
Yeah,
listen,
thanks.
guys.
Yeah,
If you know the history of BNG,
yeah.
you have to know John. Yeah, we call him the Scroll. That's his production outfit, the
Yes,
Scroll Productions. Yeah.
yes. You're
if,
right.
if you know the history of BNG, John has you've always been a part of our story. Our story is incomplete without you.
Thank
Me
you.
and you personally, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, I think you are the person I have spent the most studio time with.
Oh, wow.
That is an irony. I thought it was Daryl or Patrick, but honestly, I think it's you.
Yeah.
I've spent the most time recording, making music with you.
Yes. Yes.
And some people don't know this. You produced Not Forget, our hits from
Yep.
back in the day. Not
That.
Forget. Not forget, oh, not forget, oh. I
I
see
see
it
me,
today,
baby.
oh. That was a defining moment in your production. Tell
Yes.
me, tell me about that experience. Tell me
Yeah.
about that
So,
experience.
yeah, you know, the journey, like you said, we don't have enough time. I think we'll have
Hmm.
to do another episode to really talk about our
Definitely,
journey.
definitely.
But but that journey for me was very peculiar. It was a transition in my production style, especially when I met you. There was just something unique about your voice texture. There was something unique about the style that you had. Then the ragga Jamaican style was really prominent then in the African culture, and so but
Yeah.
you had a way how you blended the kind of Afro traditional style into the Jamaican style, and so you just created that, and so when you began to sing that song, I felt in my heart. I said, man, this song carries life. There is power in this song, and and funny about this story. A lot of people would have thought that I did a lot of huge production about inside this stuff. Actually, the production was really in your mind and in Daryl's mind, and so
I
and
remember the first thing I told you. I said, all I hear is the bass line. Dun,
yes,
dun,
yes,
dun, dun. And it
yeah,
was really simple, basic, but you were just able to capture it
yes,
and chop it up, and I think that's one thing I really love about working with you.
yeah,
You want to try as much as possible to capture what the artist, the idea,
yes, yes.
an artist brings to you, and I think that's something I really really admire in
Thank you.
the way
Yeah,
you go
and
about your production.
yes, I believe that has really created our relationship together because
Yeah.
it was about the artist producers relationship. It's almost like the brush and the canvas.
Oh, okay. Are we going there? We're going to
You are the artist. It's like the brush and the canvas, but but having the artist himself that does that connection between the colors and the canvas, making sure that the color is beautiful. And so, kind of in a sense, it's like the producer is like the color and the brush, and the canvas is almost like the artist, So
Oh, wow.
so the artist is almost like, okay, I have this blank page, and the producer is like, okay, I have all these colors, all these beats and stuff, and so the artist begins to say, okay, why don't we take white and put it out there? I take the white and I put it out here. I put it here, and we begin to put our minds together. And that's what produced Not Forget To. And from a small room, corner studio that I had, that song took Nigeria, took it to another level, and took BNG to another level.
The truth is, PJ, we have to have a separate section to talk about that experience.
Yes.
Now, tell me a bit about producing Background, which we just dropped, by the way.
Yes.
Like I said earlier on, guys, that's the man behind the sound.
Yes.
I wrote the lyrics. The funny story. The funny story. Initially, when John asked me to, just make a song, let's collaborate. We have too many songs together, by the way.
Yes.
I can't count. Like, I've lost count of this unreleased songs that we have together.
Yes, sir.
So you reach out to me and you were like, hey, let's do something. I want us to just do something, something new, something different. And then I produced something, I just did something, and I sent it to you, and you were like, I like it, but let me see what I can do differently with this bass line. And then you did your version, and in my head I was like, I think I like it, but I think it's like a deviation kind of from the original idea. Somehow, we just kept talking, and we for the lack of a better word, we kind of just put the song in the background.
Yeah, I like that.
Fast forward to 1 year later.
Yes.
1 year later, John, tell me what made you go back to that song and just, revamp it. Because it's a totally different song from what I remember.
Yeah. So, we're not funding our egos here, but we also want to be able to encourage what each other has. So one thing that I've loved about you is that I think God has gifted you with the ability to write, kind of an anthem. It's like a song that is easy in people's lips and they can connect with, and whether it is Not Forget To, whether it is many things, and all of the wonderful songs God has blessed you with to write. And so when I heard Background, that was what was in my mind. I was like, man, this is another song that can be in the lips of people. And so when we shared it a year ago, I was like, no, I got to bring this back. And so again, part of my background is I'm into technology, I'm into IT, and so the AI boom started coming, and I was really finding areas whereby technology can help improve music. And surprisingly, technology was able to help me out to give this song another new vibe. And I said, I got to let my brother hear this. So with my contribution of what I did, some of the productions and contribution from AI, I sent it to NOSABNG, and he was like, oh no, this is crazy. We got to drop this song. And so that was the journey.
I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I fell in love with the sound. I just fell in love with the song all over again, and I just couldn't wait to put my vocals really.
And man, you did a fantastic work with the song. We were
Thank you,
talking
sir.
about
Thank you.
about me singing on it, and because it was a collaboration. But when I heard
initially that was the plan.
Yes.
I was supposed to do verse 1,
Yes.
and you were supposed to do verse 2.
Exactly.
So what made you change your mind?
You see, let's go back to that artist, the paint and the canvas. Sometimes, you are the artist, so you can tell me, you can do like a monochrome, artwork, like a pencil work, or like just
Yeah.
one color work, and allow the background of the canvas to mix with one color, and something beautiful could come out of it. That was what I saw when I heard it. I was like, no, his texture is just fits this whole song. I don't need to add
Oh, wow.
anything to it. And and I played it for my kids, I played it for my wife, and they were like, oh wow, this fits NOSABNG. And so that was, I just told myself, okay, there's no need for me
Oh, wow.
singing. And
Oh, wow.
and it really came
I
out good.
appreciate that, man.
Came
I
out good.
appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
But I have to give you credit for the BVs though.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
BVs, DJ. those BVs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have to give you credit for that. It was really good. It was really good.
Yeah, and
You know?
so I mean, it's one thing that you keep telling me, PJ, what is the secret of your BVs? What are the secrets of your BVs?
What is the secret, PJ? What is the secret of your BVs?
So if I give everybody, we're not gonna chop now. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave that one. If you want to find out, you have to see us in the other room.
Exactly.
Oh man,
Awesome.
man, yeah. It's such a beautiful song.
Yes.
My sister, was speaking with me today, and she keeps going on and on. She says every time she listens to the song, it's just new, it's just refreshing, it's
Yes.
reassuring. And so many people have reached out to me personally. Somebody said, the lyrics of this song are just soul piercing. And that she's such a fan of the song. Her husband is such a fan of the song. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. There was a particular guy that told me, he was like, look, for some years now, he's been going through some things, in his journey with God. And when he heard this song, it just reminded him again of that experience and how he came to the conclusion that, look, all the while God had been working in the background, and it was really, really reassuring for him. And one thing I try to do, when I'm writing songs, and yeah, I mean, I love, everybody loves good sound and, melodious, harmonies and all that, but you want a solid message, like something, like I always put it this way. I say, I want you to feel good, but I also want you to feel God.
Yeah.
I want you to feel good. Like,
Yeah.
you know that this is different. It's not just your usual, like it inspires you, it reassures you. And, for me, even as the writer of the song or whatever, that's the feeling I get,
Yes, no, sir. I think our background, using that word.
we keep using that word background.
Exactly. And our background, or the way that we grew up, the foundation of Christ was really core in our building. And so when compositions are created, there is really no way that core cannot inject into the right things that we do. And and I think that's what God has blessed you with, is the fact that it's almost like God is saying, hey, this is the situation of the time. People are carried away by the pressures and by the pressures and the conflicts of life. And so, and all of those issues of life have the tendency to have voices that speaks, and to define our moment. And sometimes if we're even deluded by those events of life, we think that they predict our future. And so, but not forgetting, so this song brought to my remembrance that there is someone walking on the background. There is a master artist that is drawing the art. There is a designer that is behind the design, and so that's what the song was just telling me, that don't be lost about what is happening in the events, but always think about the one who is walking behind the scenes. And that's one of my favorite part of that songs. They walk behind the scenes.
Behind the scene,
You're always you're the one that is crafting what people are watching, and those who are lost in what they are watching, thinking that that's what is reality. we miss the man that is walking behind the scenes. And so,
Mm.
yeah, and so that
I
was
like,
really
I like, I
God
like what you
inspired.
just said now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you just said now. And when I was composing, there was a point I started thinking about an orchestra. I use the words, you orchestrate things for me.
Yes.
I thought about an orchestra,
Yeah.
how that whole ensemble is, and the conductor, he knows the direction, how to synergize and make everything work hand in hand. And I think
Yes.
about God in that light as
Hmm.
well, like he's the conductor of our lives.
Yes.
All these different things happening in our lives. There's a part of the verse 2 that says, I think, oh, what a symphony,
Yes.
we make, we harmonize,
Yeah.
so all of that just plays in my head,
Mm.
and that illustration of God being the conductor, like, just commanding this orchestra and, coordinating how everything is playing out. And I think that's how God, is in our lives, really.
Yes.
He is working behind the scene
Yeah.
and just ensuring that things are connecting properly as they should. I was
Yes.
sharing earlier on about the story of Joseph, how that you know, when he was sold as a slave,
Hmm.
to Egypt, you know, it was a contrast of the dream he had.
Yeah.
Like he dreamt of, being a great leader, being a star, and then you're a slave. That's such a deviation from the original, vision or dream he had. But guess what? He needed to relocate to Egypt one way or another. You know what I'm saying? He needed to relocate, he needed to change location. So even though, yeah, the brothers thought they were, doing him harm or trying to shut him off, but it was actually, God used that situation to, bring about his own plan.
Yes.
From there, he was in Potiphar's house. From Potiphar's house, he went back to prison, and then he connected with the cupbearer in
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah.
And, everything just
It's
divine orchestration,
yes,
divine
sir.
orchestration,
Yeah.
divine orchestration.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. And just to piggyback on that part, I enjoy music, and both of us do. And talking about the orchestra, one of the things that
Mm.
I've observed when you're looking at an orchestra, you can have close to about 20 different instruments
Mhm.
playing in an
Yeah.
orchestra. When
Different.
so for example, if you take like a topani or like a kettle drum, and you
Mm.
try to play a kettle drum by itself, it makes
Mm.
the most annoying sound. You don't enjoy a kettle drum by itself. And so,
Yeah.
but when the orchestra, the conductor or the
Mm-hmm.
composer of the music,
Yeah.
he now
Mm.
knows that ugly sound that you call ugly, when I
Yeah.
take that ugly sound and I put it into the masterpiece that I have created, you will now say,
Mm.
"Oh wow, that sound! It's man, that sound, man, that boom, that thing sounds great."
Mm-hmm.
Forgetting
Mm-hmm.
that on its own, you would have said, "This is ugly,"
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you have just said. Situations in lives that are ugly, that do not look beautiful, but when
Mm.
it is placed in the master plan of God,
Mm.
it is like it is like the talking drum. There
Somebody
is
write
like
that down. Somebody write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
when it is placed in that, it
Mm.
it creates a beautiful symphony, like you said in that
Mhm.
song. Oh, what
Yeah.
a symphony!
Oh, what a symphony we
Yeah,
make when I trust you totally.
totally.
Even
Yeah,
when my eyes don't
the
see.
see
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
and so it is that ability for us to trust that the one behind the scenes, he knows how
Yeah.
to take the situations and turn them around into something really beautiful. Yeah, it is. To me,
Yeah.
that song is a beautiful masterpiece song, and
I think so too.
I
I think
appreciate it,
so.
my bro. Appreciate it, my
Yeah.
bro. You know,
And I want to give a big shout out to everyone that has been, like supporting,
yes,
sharing,
yes,
liking and commenting. We
yes,
love it. We love it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
yes,
God bless you all. God bless you all. And yeah, this like we said earlier, this is a part of the EP. that we are working on.
That's what I wanted to ask you. I wanted you to talk about that EP. I wanted you to talk about it.
Yeah. There's a body of work. I think in total, correct me if I'm wrong, John. It's 6 songs. Is it 6
It will be
songs?
seven songs.
Oh, it was 7. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So 7 songs, and it's just me and John. Like I said, this is long overdue. Myself and John, we've spent so many hours in the studio. We have so much material. Like
Yes.
it was just inevitable, to be honest. It was inevitable that we had like a joint EP.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm super excited about this project.
Yes.
Super excited about this project. Do you want to tell us a bit about some of the other songs on the
Yeah,
EP?
man, golly, again, sir is just an amazing writer and a composer and also a producer. Some people don't know that he also
I
produces.
try. I'm not on your level, but I try.
So,
Yeah.
but there are some beautiful songs. One of my songs that I've been jamming right now is just been Healer, and just the message behind that God is the one who brings healing in situations. So I'm hoping that song will definitely be able to touch those who are in crisis and in situations right now that they need the hand and the finger of God to turn things around. So that's one song that I'm really enjoying, and I'm thinking people are going to really enjoy that song.
Yeah. Healer. The funny story about Healer is BNG had it. I think our last album or so, but it was a totally different song. It was more more up tempo, more hip hop ish. I think he even had a feature of IBK Spaceship Boy on that song, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was more hip hop, and John just loved the song, and he was like, "Man, I want to do like a remix." I call him the R&B, R&B king. John loves R&B. He loves R&B. He loves Afrobeats, but he loves R&B.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when everything John hears in his head is just R&B chords. If you tell John now, let's do a worship, let's have a worship session, you're going to definitely see some R&B chords. So he decided to just do an R&B version, and I was like, okay, R&B version, but man, it's sounding delicious. It's sounding beautiful.
Yes,
It's sounding beautiful, honestly, man. Yeah.
Another song that we that I think you kind of inspired when that was not an area that I usually I don't produce in that area, and that is I think it's called My Praise.
My Praise?
Yes.
My Praise.
You guys, you're gonna be shocked when you hear it. It is something that is outside my purview, my space of production. But man, with NOSABNG help and guidance, we were able to do something really fantastic in that song.
Yeah. For those that don't know, there's a part of me that actually grew up in Jamaica. I don't know. It was an abstract in my other life. One of my other abstract life. I think I was in Jamaica. I grew up there. I'm speaking patois. I'm doing all this because I just have this love for, dancehall. Not every kind of dancehall music, but there's a certain style of dancehall I like. And it's just always been part of my musical journey. It's always been a part of it. There was a time growing up in Nigeria, in Benin, everywhere I think that's part of where the influence came from, So I just caught on to dancehall, really. And I think this song really shows that side, because we really went there. We really went there. The sound, everything,
It's funny. That song, NOSABNG, was actually, I wrote that song when we were still in Church Unusual when I wrote that song. It was
How many years ago? How many years ago is that?
Oh my God, NOSABNG, we're talking about over 20 years ago.
Jesus, Lord.
So, but then I did it as, then when I did it, I called you that I needed, if you could help me write some solo.
Yeah, write a verse. You wanted me to write a verse?
Yes.
And how did that did I write a verse and then I did a raga verse?
You did the
What
raga part, yes, you did. And so
Okay.
yeah, so then I think the bridge of the song, I created that, and so it was, and
Yeah.
that's the way you and I write. It's not super fixed. We kind of
We just
draw
flow. We
to
just
the
go with
area
the flow.
that call that calls us in the music, and
Yeah.
it comes. And I'm gonna tell you guys, in my opinion, I think it came out really good, and so I'm looking forward to people's.
I'm looking forward to sharing that. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to
yeah.
sharing that.
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
looking forward to
And
sharing that. And yeah. Well, the
another
next
song,
song I wanted to talk about. Yeah, go ahead.
another song that you were the one pushing me to do this, and actually I talked with Fidelia yesterday and just talking with her
Okay.
about that song. And
Hey,
it's
Tito,
we call it
Tito.
yeah, never love another one like you. It's just a beautiful song, and
Beautiful
Fidelia,
writing. Yeah.
she did a fantastic. She wrote the verses of the song, and I
Yeah.
did write the chorus of that song and did the production. It was just fascinating. But Nosad also helped to spice it and guide it too. And so another
Yeah.
song that I really enjoy. I do. So yeah. What about you? You some of the songs you think are coming?
Man, I thank you.
Oh yes.
I thank you for the ones who
Yeah.
I thank you. So there's this song called Thank You.
Yes.
Should we really go into the real story?
No.
We'll leave that for another day. We'll leave that for another day, John.
That will be for
But
another episode.
I love this song. It's a call and response, kind of song. It has a dancehall element to it, but
Yes.
it's kind of like R&B dancehall, kind of. And yeah. You sent me the song. I heard the verse. I just said, you know what? I'm gonna, write two verses to it.
Yes.
And then I did verse 1. You did verse 2.
Yes.
It's such a beautiful song.
Yes.
Thank you. And you will feel the heart. You will feel the heart in this song, to be honest. It's a song of appreciation. It's a song of gratitude.
Yes.
It's called Thank You. And yeah, man, can't wait to share it with you all. Can't wait to share it.
Definitely.
Can't wait to share it. Yeah.
Definitely,
Have we left out any other song? Have we covered everything? I'm not even sure now.
I don't know if we have. Let me see. Then the other one, this was more like an accident. It was I did an acapella about Healer. We did an acapella about Healer.
So that's the intro. We've agreed. That's the intro of the EP.
Of this album.
Yeah. That's the intro of the EP.
Yeah. And so yeah,
My son loves that intro, by the way.
Oh wow.
He loves it.
Wow.
He loves it.
Yes.
He loves it.
Good.
It's really short, I think like a minute or thereabout, but it's powerful. Powerful.
You know what that brought back to me? When we were growing as teenagers in Agape Falls, we had this Agape Falls Brothers Choir. We usually would do a cappella, and so I don't know if you can remember.
Of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
And so those moments. So when I heard it, I was like, oh no, this is going in. I got to bring back memories of that.
John. It's funny you mentioned that because in that era, everybody wanted to be an a cappella group.
Oh yes.
Everybody wanted to be an a cappella group. Man.
Exactly.
That was the end thing at the time. At the time, a cappella, and really, it was a good foundation for me because I didn't grow up like in church, music, all this, but all that exposure made me learn how to do parts, melodies and harmonies and things like that. So it was a good foundation for me. It was a good foundation.
Awesome. And
to be honest, John, you've been part of my musical journey. Like when I say literally, when I started, like even the idea of singing or writing, or you've been there, like been there cheering me on, encouraging me, just pushing me ahead. And I really want to appreciate you for that, man.
Thank you.
I want to appreciate you for that.
Thank you, my brother. And I'm gonna say I know that so that we can kind of round things up a little bit. So
yeah.
one of the things, there are two things I want to say here. One was I remember when we were in Unibin and we were going to do, I think it was Jam Summit, if I'm right. No, it wasn't Jam Summit.
Okay.
It was the the concert we usually do once a year in the CFI Unibin.
Rumble in the
Rumble in
Temple?
the Temple, yes.
Yeah, Rumble in the Temple, yeah.
And we decided to do, we usually have what we call the peak song, the song that would, we usually, it's like the outro that makes, throws everybody into this big
Frenzy.
joyous, it's like the finality of the concert.
Yeah, the climax.
Exactly. And that song was Stay Connected. I remember when Hope, actually it was TJ that brought the song. He brought the song and she gave it to me and Hope. It was like, man, this song would be great. And we listened to it, we were like, okay, yeah. The raga, the like you said, the dance hall was really becoming prominent in our culture back then. And then they were asking who would take the solo. They were calling people. I was like, nobody's going to do this solo except Nusa.
Man, John, till tomorrow, some people thought I wrote that song. like some people call me Stay Connected. They call me Stay Connected.
Exactly. and that song became it became your signature. It became the signature. And in my opinion, I felt like you gave it your own persona, and so and I still remember when Miles Moreau came and we were in CGM for the convention, and man, we were outside and you sang that song, man. He got up, started dancing, especially when he got to that raga part. He was was blown away.
Man. Good times.
Yes. So all that to say that I think that talks about the giftings and the artistry that God has placed inside of you, and how you have you've grown and polished it to become what it is today. And so I'm looking forward to this EP, and just to really showcase some of the other side of you that people have not seen,
Definitely. Yeah. Same here, man. I can't wait to share this EP with everybody. Guys, please look out for it. We will definitely make the announcement.
Yes.
I think it's going to be next year. We just want to wrap everything up, and then next year, January, definitely the EP is out, and man, look forward to sharing it with everybody. John, you are such an amazing brother to me. I thank God for the role you have played in my journey as a believer, first and foremost. Amen. And then in my musical journey as well. You've been such an encouragement, such an inspiration to me, man. God bless you. I'm so happy we finally get to do. We've been talking about this for years, so I'm happy we finally get to do this, man. I'm happy. Yeah.
Yes, me too. I just wanted to say the same. Thank you for being, for believing in me, and so that to me, it speaks a lot, that even if I encouraged you, you giving me that space to believe that I had what it takes to be able to give you what you needed to be able to get to the next level. I really do appreciate that, and all the support you guys have done. BNG, shout out to Patrick.
Shout out Patrick Edwards, producer
extraordinary. If I should say,
most definitely, Patrick Edwards, man. No, that story for another day. We need to have a separate. I don't. What is this now? Is this our podcast? I don't know what this is, but we need to have a conversation.
Exactly.
About the BNG journey. Everything. We need to have all that, man.
Yes.